What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How your mom and them? What's up? Another Friday. It's springtime now, which I can't tell because it was warm this morning and cold tonight. It's like we can get 80 during the day and 30 at night. I don't know what it is. 49.
Supposed to be warm again tomorrow
Yeah, it'll probably
at
warm
some
back
point.
up, but then it's just going to turn away on us again. I literally just sat down. I haven't had time to do nothing. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So much stuff is going on and I don't know which way to turn. I
What?
I decided to start using the 3D printer again because I haven't messed with it in a long time. The main reason why is I needed some these little clips here go on my, I got some triangle mullions. They're metal and this sticks in there and it keeps my lines at the top. And the first time I tried to print it in TPU, and it only had 15% infill, so this is very bendable. So this is also TPU, but 100% infill, and it's much stronger. So these will work. I've already tested them. Right now I got some PLA ones in there, but they're kind of hard. What's up, trash bag? They're kind of they break the clip when you try to put them in, so I printed some more. I also printed some line guides and sent them over to Ryan, Flying HVAC guy. I sent it to him. Timekeeper, how's it going? Then I said, you know what? I'm gonna print something big because I haven't printed anything big ever, really. So I pulled up a file and said it was gonna take 16 hours to print. It actually took 12 hours. So I started last night right around midnight. I don't know what time it finished today because I wasn't at home when it finished. But this guy right here, the T800, which I picked it took me like an hour to get all the support material out of here. I should have used the tree infill, but I didn't. And I didn't even get that out of that little hole right there, but I'll try. But most of it's off. And this filament's called silk, so it kind of changes from blue to green to gold to purple and pretty cool colors. But yeah, I don't think I've printed anything this big in 3D before, or using a 3D printer. So yeah, it did turn out pretty good, trash bag. I like it. And then I got some kind of neck massager that I thought was, according to the reviews, oh, it feels just like somebody using their fingers. No, it doesn't. No, this massager doesn't massage you. It shocks the crap out of you. And the remote, it was brand new, and the remote had a dead battery, and it used a watch size battery that I got a million of, but not that size. So I had to buy a new size. I just got them like right before the show. So I'll get to try it and see if it works any better, but that shocking is weird. Usually you don't get shocked around the neck, but that's what that does. It also has some of those pads. It's basically a TENS unit for your neck. And it's got some pads that you can put down on your shoulders to also shock your shoulders at the same time. And it's got heat and the red light and all that junk, but you'd be making koalas. Harry can't. Is everyone hear them? He can't hear me?
Can't hear anybody. Hello,
Well,
Angela.
Munchkin's being quiet, but you know, I should be plenty
Well, you
loud.
haven't stopped talking since you started the show. You have been steady talking for 4 minutes.
That's so I can let you take it now.
You haven't even taken a breath. So
See?
when are you going to print something useful instead of more tchotchkes that are going to end up in the trash eventually?
What do you consider useful?
I don't know. Battery holders, something. I have no idea, but a giant Terminator head.
It
is,
looks cool. I like Terminator. I think that looks cool. I mean, compared to a lot of the other stuff you can print, yeah, you can print little dragons and stuff, but I wanted to test it since I got, but now I've installed and reinstalled. It took me forever, like what, an hour to 2 hours to get the firmware right on the printer because it needed to be upgraded.
Breeze can't hear either.
I can't hear either. What the heck?
Maybe John Q's not been crazy when he's come in and said he can't hear.
Is everybody else here okay? You're printing more stuff for your printer. I've done that too already. I did
Do
get.
they have glitter filament? You could print some Christmas ornaments for our
They do
tree.
have a glitter type filament. They do, and they do
Thank
have
you,
Christmas
Angela.
ornaments. I did get something that I didn't have, which is a dryer. So I have a digital dryer now that you can put two rolls of filament in here, and it's got holes for the filament to come out in the top right here.
And
so,
where did you get that?
TikTok.
Uh-huh.
I TikToked for the first time.
So look, y'all, I've been telling him for like a year and a half, you can get shit from the TikTok shop, right? And I've shown him anything from bug zappers to shoes to Christmas ornaments to snacks. And he's, man, I don't do TikTok, blah, blah. All it took was one dude to tell him, oh, I got it on the TikTok shop. Now all of a sudden he's fucking buying shit. How come you didn't tell me you could buy cool shit?
Yeah, because most of the stuff you're like, oh, I found a new head wrap on
because
TikTok.
I'm a girl. Why the fuck would I be buying a filament dryer?
So I did get a different pod this week. The normal off stamps look like this, right? So the one I got, I was thinking it was the same. So this is the battery and this is the pod itself. So this one though holds a lot more juice. So that's pretty cool. I think, and this is blueberry. It's blue raz grape ice is what it's called.
All I taste is grape.
Blue raz grape ice. It does taste like grape mainly, but I like grape. So, and this is after 2 days of vaping it. So the liquid level does move, but not as quick as some of the other ones. And it's still showing full when you, it still should show full. If y'all can even, yeah, you can't see it. It's full. Battery's full and the liquid level's full right now.
And Angela, thank you. I had to dress up somewhat today because I had closings all day. And I got new makeup and actually bought some decent
I did on some of the older ones, Scorp, but honestly, once it's had one juice in there and then you switch, especially if you switch it for a DIY juice, the DIY juice is usually too thick for the coils they put in these things. Now, the SX Pure, it'll run it all day long, which I had in my pocket, and I think I left it home today, and I usually use it mostly right now. I need to make some more juice. We did get the VG in that I posted a deal on in the Hangout group. So, and it doesn't have the same label that you see that was on Amazon, but it is palm base, 99.7% pure VG. So food grade, it's good stuff. I will try to make some juice using that to see if it's decent or, you know, I can't foresee it being a problem. I mean, how bad can you screw up VG? Is it a new 3D printer? It is not a new, I mean, it's not a new 3D printer. I've had it, what, about a year? Maybe a little more than a year. The problem I'm having is, you know, because you can get a camera to view your prints and all that stuff. And I was using my old Logitech C920, but it doesn't work that well. So I got the camera that actually goes to it, that fits up in the corner, that won't have any wires. But apparently I bought some knockoff brand just so I could get it tomorrow. And if it's not good, I'll just send it back. And then I'll wait and get the other one later. I'm in that big a hurry for it. But the problem I'm having is, depending on which version of what's that software called? Ocarna, oh something. Oh, good Lord. I can't even think of it now. You'd think after using it a million times. Not okra. Orca. Yeah, orca slicer. Jeez. Yeah, that's it, trash bag. Thanks. I'm losing my mind tonight, I'm telling you. But you have to use the right orca or the Wi-Fi don't
Okra
work. And
sounds
then we're
good.
like, oh, you could just log on your FlashForge account and it'll show up. It does show the printer, but it shows it offline. Even though it said the printer says it's connected online. So I don't know what's going on. I'll have to mess with it. It's going to take me another hour or two to figure out why it's doing that. I can stop. Go ahead.
Well, that's all right. We've been chatting in the comments because apparently I'm not allowed to inhale and take a breath, or you just start talking again.
Somebody's got to fill the dead space.
I was still speaking. I stopped to breathe.
Oh, I didn't know. Well,
you just started talking again. I was mid-sentence. That just shows that you don't even listen to me. I was literally in the middle of a sentence. I took a breath, and you just blah, 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 blah.
My mind was going. I thought you were done.
No, you're just sitting there waiting for a break in the conversation so you can cut in and start talking. That's all right. You just keep on going.
Tony, I don't know. Besides saying anxiety, depression, I feel pretty good considering I have a bag stuck to my stomach for the rest of my life. Yeah, that does suck, Jazzy. My Marine son is going to try to buy a house next month. He called me like as
Apparently
soon as
not, Breeze.
I have none. We'll have none of that breathing stuff.
Angela, I got Tarte face tape. And it's not bad. I did pick the right color, but I think the chicks that show it on TikTok are cheating, first of all. I think they're using filters. Because to me it looks a little cakier and it doesn't offer the coverage. In order to get the coverage that they show, I have to cake it on even worse, and I don't want it to look cakey. But I think the setting spray is what's making the big difference.
Well, what was I gonna say? I can't remember now.
I don't know. I mean, having a bag stuck to your stomach for the rest of your life does sound like it sucks, but considering the alternative, you won't have to deal with the pain anymore, right?
Duck, duck, go. Well, I guess Harry figured out some kind of way to get sound. I don't know why some people would have sound and some people wouldn't. I mean, it shows me on my streaming software that the sound's working, so that's all I know. If it doesn't work at that point, then I'm like,
It does. And before that, I was using some spray-on shit that you spray it on the brush. The only thing I don't like about that is it's very oily, and I'm oily. So during summer that wouldn't be really good because it won't stay on my face. He must, because sometimes he doesn't take a breath. He's like a fucking turtle, breathes through his ass. Did y'all know turtles can breathe through their butts?
That'll be pretty good, Cloud Chucker. But Little Nightmares we've already played, so it's the same game, but just in virtual reality, which could be cool, I guess.
It's not the price, Angela, that I don't want to try the Il Maquillage. They make you sign up for a subscription, and I don't want to. I don't want to do that. The spray on shit that I bought was I buy it when it's on sale. It's $16, and it lasts me about 2 or 3 months. The face tape was $30. It'll probably last me about the same amount of time, but
Jeez, y'all won't see Munchkin for 2 weeks, and y'all just, oh, Munchkin, you look good. Your background's great.
That's because my makeup's still on my face because of the damn setting spray. You didn't have a subscription? When I went to their website, you had to sign up for like a recurring payment thing. I'll have to look. Maybe they changed that. I'll have to look.
We did finish the first season of Blacklist. So
No, it's because my eyebrows are still blonde and they don't show up very well. But I've tried to darken them a little bit with like eyeshadow, and then they look ridiculous, and I feel like I got caterpillars on my face. So,
well, trash bag, you never know what you might learn here.
well, here, okay, to add to the turtle facts, I'll give you a vulture fact. All right. Vultures, you know how they stand in dead shit all the time? Their urine is antiseptic. So they literally piss down their own legs and it kills all the bacteria and germs. That's why they don't get sick. Um, yeah. Angela, I did fall into the trap of the Korean skincare. So I got, shit, what's the one that they've been talking about? I bought all that stuff and I've been using the collagen cream as my primer and it works really, really good. And I've been making sure that I've been washing my face every night before bed and taking my makeup off. And I think it's made a difference. My face skin feels a lot softer. Not that it was rough and scratchy before, but yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, they eat the dead shit too, but that's why they don't get cuts
Wow,
and stuff on
Scott.
their.
Yet they eat the dead stuff. Yeah, of course they do.
Hmm. I like vultures. They're cool.
Um, the after 50
I'm
minute.
I'm I'm not quite there yet, Angela. I got a couple more months.
Mm, and I'm getting
You
closer
know
to
what?
the higher
I
digit.
use those too, Linda. I have got the Neutrogena makeup removing wipes, and then I still have an old bottle of the Mary Kay eye makeup remover. I use both of those, and there's still makeup left on my face when I wash my face. So
Why is there motion at our front door?
I don't know. What's
Oh,
it called?
it's raining. That's why.
Starts with an M. I can't remember what it's called. Um, but it's the Korean skincare stuff, and their face wash, you literally need just a little dab the size of a pea, and it really really cleans your face good, and it's not scented and sticky or anything like
You
that. I like
know,
it.
out of
Yeah,
the
he rolled his car, Ed.
out of the 50 years that I lived in Georgia, I may have seen two bald eagles ever. I've seen more here than I have my entire life in Georgia. Like, what was it, yesterday or day before? There was a bald eagle flying over our trash dump. And I was like, is that a freaking bald eagle? Yeah, it was. I don't know why he was circling the trash dump, but considering there's 8
Because they're
million seagulls over there,
scavengers.
yeah. But it was just cool to see a bald eagle flying around. I didn't even get to get any video of it or nothing. I was on the expressway, so, or whatever y'all call it, interstate.
Yes, it is the interstate. We don't have we have one expressway, and it's called the Chesapeake Expressway. Um, It's the Metacube, Angela. Um, they have it on TikTok, but I've noticed that it's the same price on Amazon.
I did, it was nice here yesterday. It was like in the 80s. Nice blue sky, wasn't very windy. So I decided to clean out my truck, which I found 4 pair of shoes in there. Now, before you go, why in the hell would you? Those shoes were put in there. We went to the fly-in last September, so they've been in
Mm-hmm.
there. Actually, it was 2 pair of rain boots, one for me, one for Munchkin. The other two were my rainbow sneakers, and then the boots that I wear when I fly my trike. That's steel toe. That's it.
Linda, I'm buying something for you for your giveaways, and I'm very excited about it. I had to buy some for myself just to see what it was like. Um, but I need your address. Send me your address
It's
so
probably
I
on one of
can.
the envelopes we got, but I mean,
Yeah,
she
but
can.
I
Oh,
don't think
we don't
we've
have her
got
new one.
something from her new address.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have it shipped directly to you from Amazon.
And Lord help you if you try to show everyone on your show.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
no,
I'm just
don't give her
saying.
any hints.
That's all I'm saying. I'm just
Don't
saying.
give her, yeah, don't give her any hints. But
That's
yeah.
not really a hint.
So I don't think they're venomous. I think they're poisonous because of all the garbage in their mouths. I don't think they
What's
have
that
venom.
video we're showing me?
Well, except for
Venomous. Venomous.
Venomoose. Except for Gila monsters, I think
He
they are
said, "Oh,
actually
that's his
venomous.
name. Venomous.
Yes. Oh,
Venomous."
Venomoose. Venomoose. Yeah. Yeah. Shit. What's the big one? Not the Gila monsters, because those are
Monitor
venomous.
lizard.
No. What's the big giant? The Komodo dragons. They're not
Oh, that one.
actually. Yeah. It's all the bacteria and crap in their mouth that will make you ill if they bite you. Now I'm gonna have to look it up. Beaded lizards and monitor lizards. Did y'all know platypuses are venomous? I bet you didn't.
What do they plat? I mean, they
They
got
they've
bills.
got they've got spurs on their back feet, and they
Oh,
can get you with them, and they're venomous.
okay. So Trash Bag
Yep.
said he knew
Trash
that.
bag knew that. Yep.
This is my question, guys, for the people that fly in chat. If I bought 2 brake lines that are the same size, and I marked my original brake lines, so then I went to the new ones and measured it out and marked it in the same spot. Why, when I tied one off, it barely had any slack, and the other side had about a foot of slack? I'm
Because you
like,
did it
how
wrong.
is that even possible? Is one brake supposed to be shorter than the other? That doesn't make any sense. They should be even. So I'm gonna have to get my wing back because I replaced the lines that were messed up. But I'm like, gonna have to get it back out and measure.
I thought you kited it after you did that.
I did kite it and it seems okay, but I sure as hell would hate to take off and find out different. I don't want to take off and be like, oh, he's making a right turn. Why won't he go left? He's still making a right turn. Yeah, that would not be good. Actually, it would be a left turn. Yeah. The left brake is the one that seems to have way too much slack.
I'm gonna have to Google that.
So I'm just gonna measure straight from where the lines split off my brake down to the
Okay.
riser on both
You
sides
are
and
correct.
then even that out. The what?
So I always heard Komodo dragons were venomous. And then I heard they're not really. It's just the bacteria that's in their mouth will make you sick. But apparently that's part of it. But they
Scott,
also are venomous.
NASCAR is fine when you're up high, but NASCAR close to the ground equals a bad day.
No, NASCAR on the ground as they're coming at you is
I'm talking
awesome.
about if you're flying like, because he was talking about I'm doing a left turn constantly.
Oh, yeah.
NASCAR, but
oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, if you're close to the ground doing that, you'll go into the ground unless you're giving it gas.
We're still watching Blacklist, Angela. That's going to take us a while to get through that one because I can't watch it during the week because the episodes get my adrenaline going and then I can't sleep. So
right, then she'll
not
say,
to mention,
okay, play one more.
We can never watch just one. So yeah, we can't watch that during the week.
Yeah. So as soon as we start next season, it's going to be on, and I know it's about to get a lot better because once they ended the first season, we were like, oh wow. So I know it's going to start off pretty good next season.
Yeah.
I know at some point it's going to die off. I know, according to what everybody said, but I don't know when I watched Blacklist. I don't know what season I watched, but I do remember seeing it. I
can tell you
so many episodes.
Yes, we just finished the first season. What's killing me, y'all, okay, is like when I watch shows like that or I read books like that, I like to look up on the internet, right? And find out what everybody else thinks, okay? But I can't do that because this is a show that is no longer on the air. So I can't speculate with everybody else without accidentally revealing spoilers to myself, which I don't want to do.
let's give this a test here. Here's the Malian, a brand new one. Here's the part I 3D printed. Let's see if I can make this work.
Because
Considering I haven't
I have
tried.
theories, but I really do like that show. He's a very good actor. I love his character. I think they're all good characters. Yeah, but I would have to find the Reddit that like starts from the beginning without any spoilers because I don't want to spoil it for myself. I can tell you Tom's a fucking jerk though, and I don't think
So
he's dead.
this keeps your lines at the top so they can't slide down here, and when you take off, you end up with your Malian upside down. So it keeps all the lines up top. That's all I need it for.
And you
And
lost it.
these will work just fine. I lose the freaking plastic piece, and the only place that carries them is overseas. So they're like, it's not worth us to ship them to you. And I'm like, I'll buy a bunch, ship them. And I haven't heard, he hasn't emailed me back yet. So I'm just like, I'll just print some.
Tony wants to know
They
if those are for
are,
your A
they are,
lines. Mm-hmm.
they don't just go on my A lines, but it's mainly the A lines, Tony, because those are the main ones. You flip over and especially if you're foot launching. But regardless of the fact, if I don't have that, what my glider tends to do is the Malian will get stuck down, and when the tension of the wing pulls it up, it grabs the right. I've had to compensate for that on a couple of flights, and I kept going, why is this wrong? And then when I looked up, I could see that the harness was off a little bit. So I'm gonna fix that. Buffer? We buffered? I'm hardwired in now, man. I shouldn't buffer at all. And I'm not like pushing a lot of bytes or anything. Refresh if you're still buffering. Sorry about the buffer. This used to show me the stats. Oh, there we go. 0 drop frames. It's YouTube. I don't know what's going on. Let me make sure I don't have anything else running that might cause it to buffer. I do got a lot of stuff open right now. I can close whatever the heck this is. That's about it. I don't really. Yeah, I need Zoom open. That's fine. No audio. But check. My audio's still working. Slappy Joe, slappy Joe, slappy Joe.
Slappy Joe, slappy Joe.
Slappy Joe. Bill says audio's fine. I tend to believe that. I do like the dudek wings. I'm kind of jealous of Bill and John Wayne. They got dudek wings. From what I've heard from Mr. Fuller that makes lines and inspects gliders, he says that dudek just has the best material. They make the best wings. So there you go. I mean, he could have said ozone and probably got free wings sent to him, but he said it's dudek. So there you go. And they all cost about the same thing. Did you make that on my 3D printer? I did, Tony, so I can make as many as I want. I made it in PLA at first, but the PLA is kind of brittle and it snaps when you try to pop it in the Malian, so I needed something that was flexible. So I had to make it in TPU. And TPU is kind of like what a crock is made out of, kind of. But a little stiffer than that, and they'll work. Just the ones that you get are kind of like a rubberized plastic that pops in there. That's the same thing, so they'll work just fine. And if I lose them, I can just print some more. Can I make a strawberry keychain? Of course. Why wouldn't I have been? I don't even know if I have any red filament. I'd have to have red filament to do that.
All right, Angela. It is not Angela. Linda. It has been ordered and it shall be there on Monday.
On Monday. Wow. You'll have it
Mm-hmm.
Monday. That's fast stuff. I like that you can order something on Amazon and just ship it to somebody else's house.
Yep.
Oh, let me let y'all know in case you don't and you're in need of a strobe light. Right now, Guardian Angel, and they sent me an email. They're on sale right now. Amazon screwed with them, so they only put he wanted to do a sale through a period of time. Amazon wouldn't do that. He had to put one on sale one day and one on sale another day. So today the mini is on sale. So if you want the Guardian Angel mini on Amazon, it is 20% off right now. So it's like $47 or something like that for the mini. The Elite goes on sale the 31st, which the Elite is the big one, the bad boy. They also got a kayak kit that comes in between there, but do you need the kayak kit? I mean, maybe one of y'all are kayakers, but can you make a collapsible sword? Of course you can, Bill. Don't see why you wouldn't be able to. Same thing as making like a lightsaber that just pops out. As
So I was
far as
thinking
being
you
durable,
could make a lightsaber and put glow sticks in there.
Can I make an extended mag? No, I cannot. There were people trying to make plastic guns, but that's
it would
kind
probably
of
only be good once.
You can print all kinds of stuff with a 3D printer, honestly. As long as it's something that, and they make filaments that are like part metal, part wood. If you look around, there's all kinds of filaments now. You can get some really strong material that are very resistant to heat, whereas
How you been,
PLA
Slappy?
will melt like they did with the Boxer mod. Now you do need, if you're going to be printing with what's the ASA, you need a enclosure for your which I could buy the enclosure for that one, because not only because it needs to be hotter, but it gives off an odor, so you don't want to be breathing that stuff in. So
Good.
you can also print ABS. A lot of stuff's printed in ABS. That may be what those little clips are printed in, is ABS.
I don't know if any of that stuff is heat resistant, because heat is what melts it and makes it printable.
A squonker made out of heat resistant. Yeah.
That would be nice, Flyer Bill. I'm still waiting for one of those things like they had on fucking Star Trek where you could just make a hamburger
I got
out of
one
nothing.
Also trash bag. The one I printed goes on the top of my hoop, and then the Guardian Angel magnetically clips in between it. It's a little thick. I wish I made the piece that sticks out a little thinner so that because it's got a strong magnet, but when it has to go through maybe a 1/4 inch of plastic, it doesn't grip as hard. So if I hit a hard bump on my trike, the strobe flies off. So
isn't this so cute? Do you see? It's a Halloween version. She's got little tiny bones. Little tiny Hello Kitty bones.
She's got little bones. She got little tiny bones. Oh, look what I got. I'm going to show y'all what I got out of the garbage because I dumpster dive at work.
He does. The girls there, and they encourage him as soon as he walks in. They're like, Steve, there's things in the garbage. Go get it.
I can't see that y'all can see,
but it's reflecting. But yeah, there you go. That's a good angle.
There, it's Virginia Tech is what it is, but it's got a certificate of authenticity and all kinds of crap that came with it. Limited edition. And the Hokie traditions, whatever those are.
So you're an official Hokie now?
I mean, I'm in Virginia. I got to do what Virginians do. Yeah, it's a nice frame. They threw away.
Well, then you got to hate Virginia Cavaliers and Clemson.
Pitchers. And I only took that one. I let the women have all the rest of them. went and got them out of the
Found
dumpster
they
for 'em.
there was a they threw a typewriter away that is now sitting underneath my printer table because I've always been like, damn,
Trash
what?
bag is asking us why somebody would throw it away, something away.
Well, trash bag didn't get his name for nothing, I'm sure.
They throw
No,
away a lot of
they
cool. Do you know what I've
uh,
gotten out of that dumpster?
a
I don't know
laptop.
why it's buffering, guys. It literally, I've got 0 drop frames whatsoever. I don't know what YouTube is doing right now. What's it say? Warning what?
I didn't get a warning.
Please configure primary and backup streams correctly.
What? What the hell's a backup stream?
One of the backup streams has a bad configuration, it says. Well, when did they change their backup stream? I had it set for whatever it was supposed to be.
Yeah, he found a laptop in there, the typewriter.
A laptop, a typewriter, a weed eater, gas-powered weed eater that all I did was put gas in it. It started right up. Electric hedge trimmer. Man, I can't. There's so much stuff that's come out of that dumpster. I got a leather chair at work that looks like brand new that they
just
threw
had
away.
a tear in the side that he got that leather repair
that.
tape.
It was a small. It was a very small tear.
No, it's like the people that move out of their office suites just toss shit.
They throw everything away. I got a lamp that's in the basement now. That looks pretty cool. It's like a modern version lamp.
He hid that from me. I didn't know about the lamp.
It's been sitting in my truck for like 5 months. I don't know. It's been in there a while. But since I cleaned my truck out, I had to take that out of there.
Yeah. No, I had to tell all 3 of them. Like, I've got a client coming in. Could you not be in the dumpster when they show up and see all the employees' little heads pop up from the dumpster?
Peanut.
Hey, Peanut.
Yeah, and it's weird now the dumpster because the women get to work before I do, so they check the dumpster before I do. They're the ones over there checking the dumpster. They're like, hey, what's in here?
Yeah, but they won't climb in. They wait for you to get there and then send you in after it.
And you say he's a hoarder. We all think alike in some respect. Well, there you go, trash bag. Yeah. I mean, you know.
Now, I do like the typewriter, and I know like what use could people have as a typewriter. But sometimes we have original documents that we need to type shit on instead of handwriting it, and you can't really.
I've already had to use it one time, which is crazy. We had to retype an official document for the courts, and
it was a summons.
Y'all have no idea. The courts are they're really big sticklers. If you have a mistake or something, they'll reject it. They just plain out reject it. So then you got to do it all over again.
Or they'll take it and file it and it'll be fucked up. And then you got to go back and fix it.
Right. Then you got to do a correction. But it turned out okay. I was able to type with it. I don't think the erase, the whiteout part works right. But
you can buy correction ribbons.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I don't know why. I was like, wow, they threw away a typewriter. And then I thought she was going to tell me, no, put it back. She's like, no, put that sucker right here. All right, fine.
I got a perfect spot for it right there.
Is the heist still open? I didn't know somebody started a heist, Scott, but I guess so. If somebody started one, then I don't see where anybody died or anything, so I don't even see a heist anywhere. Oh, Scott did a heist way back when. And nobody else entered, Scott. You got to fill the car up first, man. Do you really think we'll win a mod heist? I don't know. This thing,
I don't know.
Every time I've entered lately, I've lost.
So I've decided to take off next Friday just because I can.
I'm going to bet a lot of coins this time. Oh, I took the last seat. Oh, boy, here we go. Come on, Dyson fan. Come on, Dyson fan. Too late, Bill. I already got the last seat unless you're going to ride in the trunk. Um, he said, "Dang it, we got away clean. We only got
Oh,
some dead 18." Oh, so we didn't lose any money in that one, I guess.
I don't think so. We didn't win any either.
I don't know how he's got that rigged up,
We're
but
not dead.
if we didn't lose money, that's okay. There's a better reason than that. What better? What reason did you? What reason
He
was you
said
given?
there's no better reason than that. I don't remember.
16 miles on.
Oh,
Oh,
when I said I'm taking the day off next Friday just because I want to.
that's what I was going to tell y'all. So now this wouldn't be good for everybody, but I can tell you from the last 2 days that I've tried it, if you're on a keto diet and you make some over easy eggs, 3 to be exact, for breakfast, it gave me all kinds of energy, man. I don't know what it is. I was watching some video and they were like, yeah, just do this. It actually works. And it helps you burn fat better. So I was like, well, if this is going to work this good, I'm going to have to start making eggs for breakfast. Because we usually just skip breakfast. I'll snack on stuff that's keto friendly, but I don't usually eat breakfast because I don't have time. My breakfast is usually my coffee, which is, uh, bulletproof coffee. Yeah, bulletproof.
Hmm.
I was gonna call it butterproof.
Now the only problem with me using my PTO is when I do that I don't get overtime,
Yeah.
and that sucks because I like getting overtime at time and a half. That's nice.
Well, this check and probably my next check are gonna suck because I've had to take time off to go to the dentist, which my last dentist appointment is Monday. And then they can take this stupid plastic thing that they didn't do right is in my mouth. They can take it out
It's
and
a
put the crown in
temporary
there.
crown. What do you mean they didn't do it right? It's a temporary crown.
Well, I told her it wasn't right, but she don't speak it a good English, so
She
she
probably doesn't care because it's a
grinded the bottom of
temporary.
it flat. So
Yeah,
now it feels like a flat tooth in there. That's not
it's
what
just temporary.
I know. It's temporary, but it's
It's
driving me up
not
the
going to
wall.
feel perfect.
It drives me up the wall. It is the
Well, you'll get
flattest
over
tooth
it.
ever. I was telling her the side was too wide. On the inside of my mouth, it felt a little wide. I was telling her to grind it, but she ground the bottom off and made it flat, and
Again,
now it
she
feels weird.
probably does not care because it's temporary. They're not going to put that much effort into fixing something that's
You
temporary.
know, Trash Bag, and I know Munchkin says she's taking Friday off. That's fine. The fly-in that's coming
Hey,
up
CDC.
technically starts on Wednesday, so I took that Tuesday off. But I'm like, why do I want to come in Monday and then be off when I could be off
You
the
don't
entire week? I could have all my stuff ready and go early because Munchkin's gonna ride by herself. She usually does anyway.
Creed, I could eat no food and still not gain or lose any weight because I sit at a desk all fucking day.
Hello,
So I'm
CDC.
not
I better say that for
burning
you.
any calories. Um,
I need a refill. I'll be right back.
yeah. I need to go in because I need to make sure my shit's under control because my people are not I don't want to say they're not reliable and they can't do it, but they're gonna fuck it up. So I need to go at least go in and make sure everything's good and do a list of all the things. I don't know, but we still got like over a month to plan that, so I might change my mind. But yeah, I've got more time off than he does. I just don't like not getting the overtime because that sucks. Yeah. I mean, I haven't as far as the food, I've got a sweet tooth, so I bought 3 cases of sugar-free Jello. That gets rid of the candy craving because it's very tart. And then I got a bag of the sugar-free pecan clusters that will get rid of the chocolate craving. And I am well versed in what happens if you eat more than the suggested serving size. So I don't do that. Um, but I've got my veggie burgers and my keto bread and my avocado and my hard boiled eggs and all that good stuff. So
Let's see what this feels
and
like. I'm gonna try this live again. This
he's
time I've
gonna zap
actually got
himself
it
live.
charged all the way up, and the remote works now. So I okay, that feels weird. Um, level 1, pulse 2. What is pulse? Oh, whoa, that makes the pulses go too fast. All right, let me slow that down. Okay, I turned the heat up and the light. The only thing I can increase now is the level. But it's weird because you have to have it just right on your neck or it doesn't really shock you that much. Let's go up a couple levels here. Now I feel it a little bit at level 4. It took me all the way to level 4. Level 6, I should be feeling that.
Yeah, well, okay, so I wouldn't say healthy, but they have 3 carbs, but they also have a lot of potassium, which on keto you end up peeing a lot and it gets rid of all the salt and potassium. So, um, it works good and I can microwave them. I can't very well microwave an actual fucking hamburger at work. So, they're perfect for lunch. Yeah, but I can't microwave real meat. Trust me, I would rather have an actual fucking hamburger. But you put cheese and some soy sauce on it, and it's not awful.
Oh,
It's
ow, okay.
it, it's
Ow.
it's not good either, but it's not awful.
I had to go up to level 15.
Yeah, but they do have lots of potassium in it, which is one thing that people on keto tend to be missing out on is potassium. Keeps the shakes away and keeps your
it,
nerves from being twitchy.
it's just so weird. It feels like a bird is picking me on the back of my neck. Why is it getting faster? It is getting nice and warm, though. I like that. You know, talking about I'm twitchy right now. I know, right? Well, you don't usually get shocked in the.
I can control.
Yes, it does.
Give it to me. You wear that at work.
Are
Then
we?
you start
Let me re. Oh,
arguing with
wait.
me.
Now it says we're live. What in the hell is going on with YouTube right now?
I don't know. We are live.
It still feels like I'm being shot. Took it off. That's weird. I had to crank it up pretty high. I only had it on like pause for an orgasm.
Look, I've got a full-on tens unit in the bedroom. I'm gonna hook him up to it and just start zapping the shit
That's
out of
got
him.
the tens thing. It's got the cord, and you can stick the things and shock yourself if you want. But I didn't feel it. Yeah, it was messed up, Harry. I noticed that too. It said that I wasn't even live, so I'm like, what? Orgasmatron.
I don't know. I have to say he didn't look like he was enjoying that very much, but um
Well, it's weird. It's not like it hurts, but it was. Tony, I got a place I can hook you right up. And there's
Cloud
2.
Trucker said that thing is shocking.
I know exactly where this would fit really good. You just turn it this way and clamp on and fire that thing up, and we'll see how long you last. I think we're gonna have a Tony challenge.
So, babe,
Yes.
we need to do our taxes tomorrow.
Oh crap!
Which I'm going to do them. However, I'm going to make you sit in here with me while I do them because it's not fair that I have to do them and you get to go do other things. We also have to go to Whole Foods so I can return your pants so we can get you pants that actually fit.
Right? Well, I mean, Why does it still feel like I'm being shocked? I took it
But if
off.
they don't have the buns at Whole Foods, then we need to make a trip down to like Harris Teeter or one of them fancy ass grocery stores
I don't
to
think
see if
eating.
they have the hamburger
I bet you
buns.
they don't have them either. It's. I
Because
think it's
I'm
a
not,
supply and demand issue.
well, yeah, but the fancier grocery stores would probably have them. I'm not, I don't want to order them from Amazon and have to pay $10 for delivery just for
Right.
someone else to go find them at a fancy grocery store around here.
So, but what if the fancy grocery store charges $10 more for them? You know, it's like
I doubt they're going to, but yeah, I'm not paying anybody to do my taxes, Creed. It Once I have all the paperwork together, it takes me 20 minutes.
yeah,
I'm
it's
I'm
not
not
gonna
paying
be
anybody to do that.
it's not gonna be expensive.
I'm not shopping at Whole Foods. That's where Amazon returns are, John Q.
Yeah, I got.
Um,
She chose Whole Foods instead of UPS. I don't know
I
why.
went and got fucking while I was at Whole Foods returning something before and figured, oh, I need to go get chicken. And yeah, no, at $20 for some chicken fucking thighs. Nah. Well, mine were complicated when I was self-employed, and I had to itemize and do all my receipts and write off my home office and all that. Still did that myself.
I still
So
think I'm only down like 12 pounds. I haven't weighed myself in the morning like I should. My next weigh should be Monday.
made an attempt at one point in time to do my taxes on paper, and that went badly.
If
Um,
Slade comes to Spring Wing, that's going to be awesome. I mean, he's not in here right now that I know of, but I think that would be really cool because Slade always brings his grill and he cooks freaking deer sausage and he usually he hooks it up when he comes. Not to mention that
I
Dee Dee will be there cooking and
I think it's YouTube
yeah,
that's
I think
fucking
it's
up.
YouTube also. I don't know what the everybody's getting buffering, man. I can try to change some settings. I'm scared to see what will
So
happen,
I
but
like the idea that I had last time of not bringing food to cook and just going to Food Lion and buying
why
it
is it set to
and then
10,000?
coming
I don't
back.
need that many.
I don't know. It's your settings, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
hopefully that
What
helps. I don't know why it cranked my bit rate up to 10,000.
what we did last time though is the field is sandwiched between two Food Lions. So I didn't really bring anything um pre-packed. So when we got there, I went to Food Lion and bought all the stuff for grilling and all that. Yeah,
Well,
no, I'm not. I don't shop at
give it a
Whole
couple
Foods.
seconds, Harry, and see if it gets better.
When I
Um,
was trying to, when I went there for the return, I was trying to buy. I told you I spent $20 on chicken thighs. Now, granted, they were boneless chicken thighs, but still, holy crap. Um, I was trying to find sweet and low. No, they don't carry artificial sweeteners. They didn't even have normal sugar. All they had was that fake, well, not fake, but the sugar and the raw crap. No, I don't. There's nothing at Whole Foods. The only thing at Whole Foods that even looked somewhat decent was like the deli section where you can get the pre-cooked food with the salads and the pasta and stuff. But it's overpriced bullshit. I'm not shopping there.
it's bad. I ordered some batteries just for this remote, and I had you got to spend $25 to get same day delivery. So I ordered a stainless steel French press because Munchkin wanted stainless steel instead of glass, which that's fine.
Hmm.
So I was like, let me add that, and that'll be enough, which it did. It covered it. But I can't order any more, man. I got to get paid again. And then with that paycheck, I have to order my prop or I'm going to run out of time and be flying with a little bitty prop.
Yeah, well, stop spending your money on stupid shit, and then you would have
Yeah, I
money.
agree. I shouldn't be, but man, it's like,
You know what? I'll just delete the Woot app from your phone. How's that?
oh, the Woot app. I didn't
Hmm.
spend a lot at Woot. I didn't. I mean,
So I've been to Aldi. Aldi is not bad. I went grocery shopping for Katie after she had the last child. Um,
some of the stuff at Aldi's good.
and
Their
she
chocolate's
gave
good.
me she gave me a list and I got everything on it. But it's like they only have half of the stuff that I want to get. So then I got to go to another grocery store, and my time is more valuable than grocery store hopping.
I think the
So, yeah, I'm not
cheapest
going to do that.
gas price I remember as a child was 74 cents a gallon. And there was regular gas at that point, but I don't remember
Ouch, Creed.
anything lower than that. I probably just wasn't paying attention. But whatever age, I do remember seeing 74 cents a gallon. And that was at the Golden Gallon, which, holy moly, I don't know if any of y'all ever been to one of those, but it's like a
Y'all want to hear something hilarious?
drive through convenient gas station.
So, somebody I know, I'm not going to name names, but somebody I know, we stopped to get gas and we were having a conversation about it, about what kind of gas to get. And, or we were talking about the price. I can't remember what we were
Damn,
discussing,
Angela.
but she
Damn.
said, Creed said he paid 605 today. She said that I don't know what you're talking about because I've always paid for the 89-cent gas. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, I've always paid for the 89-cent gas. It's always been 89 cents. What are you talking about? She was looking at the fucking octane rating the whole time. She thought that was the price.
She had
And
lost her damn mind.
she was a grown ass adult at this point that never questioned what people were talking about as far as the gas prices, because in her head it's always been 89 cents a gallon. It's
Wow.
3.89 at the gas station around
She
the corner
wasn't
from me.
willing to pay 93 cents a gallon to get a higher, well, she wouldn't know this higher octane. She didn't want to pay the
No.
93-cent gallon
Well,
price.
she also couldn't understand why there was three different prices. Why would you buy the expensive? Why would you buy the expensive ones? So,
Wow.
you know,
That's that. Wow. So
yeah.
let me try to answer some of these questions. Do I still buy juice from the Dave's, Flavor Dave's? I haven't, and the main reason why is because, well, there's a couple reasons. Number one, I still have a lot of juice from him I haven't vaped yet, which I am
No,
currently
it's because he's
vaping
vaping pods.
right now. And I used to buy pods from them because it was cheaper. Uh, but number two
You do that,
is
Scorp.
every recipe I've seen him make usually has 1% sweetener, and it just destroys your coils, man. It just does. I'm not a big fan of adding sweetener to juice that in something that I want my coils to last in. Anytime you add that sweetener in there, it just destroys coils, man. So you end up rebuilding all the time, and I hate that. I like Nilla nuts. You don't add any sweetener in there, so it can just go and go. You can literally just refill and keep going until your cotton goes bad. But I can't do that with a lot of the juices they make. They're good juices. I'm not gonna say they're bad.
Iguana just swore, and his comment got posted.
You
Let's
had
see.
super sweet vanilla. Really, Creed? Oh, the devil! Why would you add super sweet vanilla nuts? It's not supposed to be sweet. It's now you know why I need wire. Yeah, because
right.
you've been adding sweetener to vanilla nuts.
See, all right, I see that. I saw that. Fuck, that fuck came out. Yeah, I've got quite a bit of their juices. I got a lot of their wacky one-offs, which are their like
Needs it. Wow.
mystery flavors. But most of their stuff to me is very fruity, and I don't drink. I don't vape fruity. I don't do fruity.
Yeah, I'm okay with fruity.
And I also really don't like re-wicking. I hate it. I want to do it as the least amount of time as possible. And yeah, you got to re-wick a lot with the sweetener.
Don't tell him that, Angela.
Yeah, but Scott, it shouldn't because we don't have slow mode on and it shouldn't do no the fuck he does not, John Q.
I
That's
haven't
that's what he
lately.
that's what he's supposed to fucking do. But no matter how many times I'm like, damn, this tastes like shit. I need re-wicked. Or my coils are dirty. He just and starts playing his video game again. And so I basically have
You
to come
didn't
up and
ask
slap that
me.
bitch in front of I shouldn't have to.
Yeah, you should. You got to say, could you rebuild this for me? And then
All
anytime you've
right,
ever
next
done
time
that, I
I'm
do it.
gonna walk in and go re-wick this right now. Do it now. Get up, do it now. Because apparently that doesn't work for the trash either. Um, yeah, exactly. Now, do it meow. Um, I thought about y'all remember Top Heavy Habit, right, Alba? I thought about her earlier. I heard the Chicago song, If You Leave Me Now, You'll Take Away the Biggest Part of Me. I remember she and I were hanging out in Zoom, drunk as hell,
Hey,
and
Neil.
somehow my chair left me. I went to sit down, and my chair had rolled away, and she started singing that song, and it was the funniest thing ever. And it made me chuckle when I heard that song. I don't know if any of y'all are friends with her on Facebook because she's living it up in Spain now, being all fancy, always posting pictures of her big ass fancy dinners outside. I'm jealous.
So I am getting a prop for a lot cheaper than you normally would have to pay for it, which I do appreciate. Flying HVAC guys hooking me up. So I did send him some line guides for his so he can fly his trike, which
He's
is
not too
great.
fruity, Neil.
He what?
Neil said, I don't like fruity, but I married Scuba.
Oh, I'm not too fruity.
He's just weird.
She did say I smell like butterscotch the other day, but that's because I was vaping butterscotch.
Hmm. He's been sniffing my forehead lately. It's weird. I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm like a cat. I need to see where you've been.
My forehead?
Yeah,
It's at the top of my face. You know where it's been. We work
not
together.
that kind of fruity. you, I have not seen the price of RAM, Jazzy, but I'm assuming it probably went really high with a tariff that backs it. So, yeah, I believe that. Um, I even when I told them to send me this little stupid plastic things, they were like, "Yeah, but the tariff is gonna make the price high," and I'm like, "Why would they tariff plastic? Come on, man! Just because it's coming from overseas, it's
Hmm.
doubled in price. Wow, that
Maple bourbon
figures."
cookie. That sounds
Yeah,
good.
I know video cards are stupid. I was looking on Woot and they had a sale on video cards, the 5070, I do believe, which is one of the newer cards. But it was $3,000 and it was sold out. And I'm like, who pays 3 grand for a video card?
Okay, well, sometimes they will actually increase the price to ridiculous amounts, um, so people don't
They
click on it
sold
and they
out.
they know that it's out.
They
But
usually have quite a few when they do that, and I get it.
shit, John Q, I've been looking at used minivans because I really, really want a Chrysler Pacifica. They still want like $24,000 for a 4-year-old minivan.
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine trying to buy like a fully loaded truck. Holy shit, yeah, it's crazy. No, it means the same thing here, King Cobra.
The A series video cards, yeah, I haven't looked them up, dire thing, but I'm sure they're probably really expensive. I really don't have any intention on upgrading. The main reason I don't want to upgrade my video card is my PC is liquid cooled and I don't want to have to deal with all that. It's all built the way it is until I buy a brand new PC that's not
I
liquid
don't
cooled
I don't want a Griswold
because
station
I think
wagon.
it's
See, Tony,
overkill, honestly.
the Chrysler Pacifica is the van that we drove to Florida, and you remember how much shit we managed to put in there, right? So currently, right now, when we go camping, we have to take two
Yes, it is
vehicles
trash bag.
because we cannot fit everything we need in the Pilot and in my car together, right? But if I had the Chrysler
I can't make
Pacifica
it go down. There's the video card, and there's the liquid going into it
with the fold down seats, then we'd be able to
and
fit
out.
everything in there comfortably. Um, Not to mention, I really liked being high up in the air and being able to see everything. Because I thought I can't see to drive at night, right? No, it's because I'm dragging my ass on the ground in a little bitty fucking worm burner car. So yeah, no, I want a minivan. I guess it doesn't have to be a Chrysler Pacifica. I
No,
found a 2019 for less than 14 grand, so the used ones are out there for a decent price, but
no. This setup came like that. It's a Leon Lee case, which is a really nice case. It's all clear in the front and has LED lights, and the memory lights up, the processor
you got
lights
a
up.
Tiguan?
So
You
it's pretty
A-
cool.
Angela's got a Tiguan. Remember when you saw that and you were like, a Tiguan? What the fuck is that?
Oh, one of those?
Tiguan, yes.
Yeah, Tiguan. I was like, what the hell is a Tiguan? It's a Volkswagen. They've been out a while. I
Tiguana.
was like, okay, I don't remember seeing Tiguan. Computers need a healthy swath of dust. Yeah. I think mine's covered in VG. I bet you
Probably.
even the liquid in there is just flowing with VG at this point, which it needs to be drained, cleaned, and refilled. But I'm scared I'm
See,
gonna
that would
break
be
something in the
what
process.
I liked about the Pacifica, right, is um it it drove like a car. I didn't feel like I was driving a van. Now, like my ex-husband, we had a truck. We had a full-size Ford F-150 with an extended cab and a camper shell. That bitch, you making a quick trip to the store felt like you were going out on a trek because it was big and it was lumbering. I've driven minivans before that felt not quite that lumbering, but the Chrysler Pacifica, the van that we rented, drove like a car. I could see everything. It was nice inside. I drove for what, 9 hours? And I was very comfortable. My back didn't hurt. My sciatica didn't flare up. I could reach everything just fine. I want someone to give me $23,000 so I can go buy my dream minivan, and I don't have any takers. And I think that's bullshit.
Darthing just sent a link for one of
Yeah.
those A video cards, Dell NVIDIA A100.
Why are you making the cat face? Right.
Well, Dell NVIDIA A100 80 gigabyte video card. This is used price $21,017.24. $21,000 for a video card. I mean, unless you're Bitcoin farming or something, why in the hell? I maybe.
He will not give me $23,000. And no, he does not. He treats me like a pain in the ass sister. He instigates shit and antagonizes me, and he's like an annoying little brother that happens to write my paychecks.
I don't see the comment that warranted that response. I don't know where
John Q.
Huh? John Q.
John Q. Yeah.
I just see Tony Blair. That's all I see.
Tony Blair.
Yeah. John Q
Oh.
said Tony Blair.
Well, maybe you're behind.
It needs another video card for it to work. Dadgum, darn thing.
I've thought about that, Creed.
I don't even want to think about that.
I just don't know how you get started at footfinder.com, but I have totally thought about that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I got so much stuff I need to do in this office. I started cleaning this office up and ended up with more crap. Yeah, I mean, it looks nice, darn thing, but I don't even want to see something that's $21,000 and then go, ooh, I really need one of them. No, I'm not. No.
You don't need any of that shit anyway.
$21,000, we'd be like, hey, let's go buy that Chrysler Pacifica straight out. You know.
No, I'm not his type anyway. He likes little Asian girls. because
my
he's half
monitors
Chinese.
right now suck.
Yeah, they do.
I really want to get new monitors, but I'm like, man, because I got to buy 2 of them and I don't want to buy, and I don't want smaller. I was like, well, I can get a 27-inch and they're smaller. I mean, they're cheaper, but I need at least a 32 curved screen, which I have now, but I had good ones here. My boss took those. They were technically his. My original big one, I could buy a TV for cheaper than I could buy 2 monitors, which is ridiculous, but the TV will work as a monitor too, so. Get 2 high MGH TVs, there you go. Yeah, I mean, I was looking up some monitors that were just 1080p. They weren't even 4K. I mean, the cheapest I can find, a 32-inch, is like 189, between 149 and 189 a piece. And those are KTC monitors. Not like the best brand name, but they had some Samsungs for 189, but I'm just like, man, $360 right there. Or 380 really.
Well, I mean, he's half Chinese, so it makes sense that he likes Asian women because, his wife is and he is. And for some reason, he gets really upset when I ask him about rice cookers. Why? Why would you think I know about rice cookers? Really? Come on. Don't play stupid. What kind of rice cooker would you recommend, damn it?
I agree, trash bag. TVs, that's what I had as my
Yeah.
monitor. But
his wife is not
it
differential
messed up,
at
so
all.
I had to
No,
put something
she-
new up here, which these were available at work, so I brought them home. It's so weird because one monitor will display higher graphics than the other, and they're the same exact monitor. So I don't know why that is. I think because I only have like one display port input and one HDMI import on my computer. So I have to do one HDMI and one DP. So I think that's why one of them's doing that. But I tried switching the cables, and this monitor on the right will still not do the higher resolution like the left one will. Don't know why.
I bet he wishes it worked that way, John Q, but it most certainly does not. I know his wife, and absolutely not. Nope.
And the sad part, I have other TVs in the basement, but they're old, man. They still probably
huge.
show better than these damn monitors will. Yeah, I may have called it trash bag, but I can't use. I don't have 2 DT. I would have to get a different video card or something, so I could have 2 DP inputs. But I've switched the cables, and I still can't get that monitor to do higher resolution like the left one would. That's what don't make sense to me. Because they're the same. I'm looking at them. They're the same exact monitor. Why has one got a better resolution than the other? I don't know.
Say hi to everybody, Smokey. Look at the camera. Say hello to the people, little tiny kitty cat.
Because it's 2 different. Okay.
Meow.
I know y'all are trying to say, hey, it's because you're using HDMI on one and DP on the other one. I swapped the cables. If DP was on that one, then why can't it do the same I mean, maybe I did something wrong and I'm losing my mind. I'll try it again. If I switch DP on that one and it works, it does the resolution, then I will be like, okay, I understand why it's doing that. But from what I saw, that one won't do it, and I don't. And not to mention, that monitor screws up. Half the time when it turns on, it gives me a jacked up screen, and I have to reboot the monitor. Don't know why it's doing that. It's just crap. Switch and reboot.
So
yeah.
Her name is Smokey, but we refer to her as Shmoo.
Shmoo.
Shmoo. Schmoops. Schmoopsy doopsy. Don't scratch my shirt.
Could be a firmware issue too. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, Creed says your shit is broke.
Yeah, there you go. That pretty much sums it up. My stuff is broke.
You eat salad. You leave now. I like John Panette.
You
He's
no
funny.
come here anymore. You big boy. Man, I know Munchkin's ready, but I'm so ready. You've been here 4 hours. Yeah, exactly. So Trash Bag's seen it for sure. He knows exactly what we're talking about. So
I think we all have.
Munchkin's been talking about is it May yet? Because that's when we go on vacation. And it's we still got a whole nother month to go through.
I'm just tired of stupid people. Let me tell y'all something, all right? So I got a file. I got the contract. Come over. It's got one fucking name on it, right? Get the title search back. There's 3 owners. So I emailed the listing agent and I'm like, hey, there are 3 owners. I need an addendum with all their names on it. She sends me back, here's the power of attorney. So and so signing for the 3 of them. It's not feasible for us to have him sign for all 3. What? But I don't give a fuck if you think it's feasible or not. There are 3 owners. They all need to be listed on the contract. Make it feasible. I have never heard such stupid shit. I'm sorry it's inconvenient for you, but fucking fix it, stupid ass. It's not feasible.
Stop buying
Make
dumb
it
stuff
feasible.
and get new monitors. I agree with that also, Creed. I have every intention on doing stuff like that, but not until number one, I got to get my tooth fixed. That's Monday. I'll pay them and buy a prop. At that point, I can't spend any more money or I'll be in the negative. So I have to wait until the next paycheck. And then that's the point where I'm like, I need to start saving for the fly-in because who knows what'll happen there. You gotta have
we
money
need to rent a
gotta
U-Haul.
Rent a U-Haul so we can put it. It makes more sense to rent a U-Haul van and just say it's in town for unlimited mileage. That way I can drive that thing up there, park it, and everything fits in the back. I don't have to struggle to Jenga everything in the back of my truck. So that's what we did last time, and I think that's not a fry-in. It could be a fry-in.
I mean, I would go to one of those too, John Q.
Yeah, a fry-in would be awesome. So when we do go, definitely the diet is off during the fly-in. We eat whatever the hell we want to while we're at the fly-in, even though we don't eat a lot there. I don't think, but we drink a lot. Holy moly!
Well, no, you don't.
We drink a lot.
I'm not flying.
While
I start
we're not
drinking.
Flying. I do not drink and fly. That's stupid. I would never do that. But after I land and I know I'm not taking off, I drink then. Huh?
I said I start drinking after lunch. I don't know about y'all. But...
right after lunch. Hell yeah. Now, we drink a lot. Tony probably drinks more. Or he just can't hang. I don't know.
Tony was out to prove a point last time. I don't know what that point was.
Tony was messed up. But I'm not going to talk about what happens in Florida, I'm just saying Tony was messed up. He's a professional. Is that why he passed out while we were all still awake? Just wondering what professionals do.
He was drugged, remember. He was drugged.
He was
That
what?
wasn't the alcohol. He was drugged.
He was drugged?
When he fell asleep at 9 p.m., he was drugged.
If you go to bed at 9, what the hell?
Yeah, I'll drink anybody as long as you don't
anyone?
as long as you don't roofie him.
Tony, you cannot outdrink me. I guarantee that.
Malachite couldn't outdrink you. He was cheating.
Maybe with beer you could outdrink me because I'm not used to beer. But liquor, you would be wasted before I even started feeling it.
I'm pretty good I think I'm pretty good at holding my liquor. I mean, my heritage. I was born to drink. I'm German, Scottish, and Irish, so
Remember we had that competition with Malachite. He was drinking sweet tea, and I'm sitting here. He was
cheating. Yeah.
I can't believe he cheated on me.
But even then, the next day, he said he felt rough as hell. Like,
I'm drinking freaking 103 proof shots of fighting cock while he's sitting there. I I'm good. And then he ended up passing
I
out.
think Tony's been drinking already. He said channel accepted. You mean challenge?
See, yeah. If he said channel accepted, I don't know
So
what
let's
satellite
try a
TV.
drinking and typing contest. How's that? Was that when Scuba wore my bra? It could be. It's possible.
Oh, I was pretty messed up when I wore
I
the
have no
bra.
idea what happened to that bra. It's gone. I liked it.
It did fit. Munchkin
That
did get
thing
some
was
new
stretched to
bras
its
that
max,
she
yeah.
likes.
Oh my god, I love my new bras. They're great. They're so comfortable.
There's no
I
underwire.
do not feel the sudden urge to just rip them off as soon as I walk in the door. I do anyway, but I don't feel like I have to. Yes, no underwire, so when I slouch in my chair, the wire doesn't fold out and stab me underneath my arm. I'm not getting randomly impaled when the underwire goes haywire. They don't, there's not like a whole shitload of stitching right here, so they don't dig into your arm. The straps are wide, but not too wide, so you don't feel like you're wearing a backpack, but they're also not digging into your shoulders. Love them. I
Last
still have
week,
some of your bottle of Seagram's, Tony.
last week, when we did the show, we had a full bottle of fighting cock. When the show was over, there was no more fighting cock left. So, and that's 103 proof. And I don't think you could tell we've been drinking it all yet last week. So, well, oh, it was just me. So there you go.
No, I had 2 drinks last night or last Friday.
But you had the kids.
That's why I had 2 drinks. You expect me to deal with all 4 of them sober?
The fighting cock took all the fighting cock out of me.
Oh,
You know,
I have to pee.
I've been drinking this stuff since I was a teenager, and it's just cheap, high proof liquor. I think liquor's quicker. I'd rather drink less and feel it more than have to drink 10, 12 beers to get the same effect. And be full of liquid and have to pee every 5 minutes. So yeah, I appreciate that part. If you have good company, drinks go down better. That is very true, Tony. I agree with that. The bra incident. You were gonna puke? I didn't look that bad in a bra. That was about the time when I did that 1-chip challenge and all that stuff, which I still have. They've been banned and they don't sell them anymore, but I still have one of those 1-chips. And they're very hot. It's the buzz. Beer is a filter. There you go, trash bag. You know, and I've seen at the fly-ins, I've seen people drink and go fly. I'm not a big fan of that, but it's their life. I'm not going to tell them how to live their life. But for me,
No.
what?
It's not just their life. If they're flying around with you guys up in the air, they're putting everybody in danger.
Well, I try to stay away from most other people. I mean, I'll fly behind wheel or something, but I don't fly behind somebody I know that's been drinking. I don't get anywhere near them because I'm not taking that chance. But yeah, see, I would never fly intoxicated. Exactly, trash bag. I mean, DUI is one thing. DWF, driving, I mean, no, I guess it's FWI, flying while intoxicated.
Yeah, Creed.
That's your life for sure. There's no do-overs or he might be all right. That you're done. You can't even judge your reflexes.
Oh, that was my nephew, John.
Trying to land would be a splat on the ground. It's just not good.
Yeah, that was quite funny that he started off strong and then came out like a little bitch begging for milk. Didn't really help his case at all, did it?
She ends up She ends up naked somewhere. I know when I'm naked. Oh, he came out last week unaware the party was still on, I guess, without pants. There you go, Tony. Where's your pants go?
Hey, pants are optional after a certain point in the evening.
Yeah, now, okay, I could see a couple beers. You're not intoxicated for a couple beers, especially if there's been a time frame between the period when you
Good night,
drank
Harry.
those beers and when you fly. But oh, okay, Harry, sorry about your PC problems. I think there's plenty enough time to drink after sunset that you don't need to drink before that time. I'll actually, like, after my morning flights that I can get in, and then we have that period of bad thermals, we don't fly during the day. I might drink then, but I make sure I'm sober by the time sunset comes around where we can fly again. So do it that way too. I mean, I guess if you're freaking straight up alcoholic and you just got to drink, then you would drink, but I could go with or without, no problem. It's unregulated. Cloud Chucker, what are you doing, man? Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Cloud Chucker done hit us up with some money.
Nice. Thank you, Cloud Chucker.
We could put a down payment down on some more fighting cock.
Yeah, he texts me when I'm on the way home, stuck in traffic. Right. We're out of fighting cock. Well, then fucking go get some.
Yeah, I forgot where.
Why you telling me? Just go get it.
I forgot where Trash Bag is located, but I think it's somewhere on the either central or west coast, which is way too far for him to come to go to Spring Wing. But it'd be cool to meet him in person. I'm not saying, hey man, drive out to Spring Wing in Virginia on the Eastern Shore. As far east as you can go, that's where it's at. So it's too far. Oh, yeah, South Dakota. Damn it, man. Yeah, that's really far. You could probably make like what is it? Endless foot drag, but South Dakota, that's at least, you know, you're out there where there's not a lot of damn, as far as I know, there's not a lot of flight zone areas you can't fly in. Like me, I literally live inside Class D airspace.
Let's look that up.
So, look what up.
She wanted to know how close the Eastern Shore is to Kent Island.
I don't know where Kent. I know Hog Island is right there.
All right, so Kent Island is in Delaware, or off Delaware. So the Eastern Shore, if you're looking at a map, Angela,
it's the little strip to the right of Virginia.
So that area kind of looks like a big sperm. The Eastern Shore is the tail.
It looks like a big sperm.
It does.
It's cool because the Eastern Shore has the ocean on one side and the bay on the other side with the strip of land in between. So when you take off, you can either go to the ocean or you can go to the bay, literally within a few miles of each other.
6 likes, Tony.
It's pretty cool.
But likes don't really do a whole lot of anything. Yeah, it's so that's the Eastern Shore goes up like this. You've got Delaware over here, Maryland over there. It's over here.
You can damn sure socialize, Trash Bag. We'll welcome you. You can come hang out at our little camp out we have. Not to mention Dee Dee cooks and makes banana pudding and all kinds of good groceries to eat. I've never had to bring food we bring snacks, but as far as dinner and stuff, she hooks us up.
Big ass tray of cookies.
Yeah, big old tray of cookies.
Whoever made that vat of chicken and dumplings, that was so good. They need to do that again. They
chicken
were
and dumplings.
I love chicken and
dumplings.
dumplings.
Spring Wing is when more people come out. Soar the Shore, the problem with Soar the Shore, it's the same spot, but it's in September. And September is hurricane
season,
as everybody knows. So the weather is very unpredictable. Luckily, it showed that we were going to have bad weather, but we had great weather for Soar to Shore. And even Shane, Never Trust Skinny Jeff Shane got to fly. So, and Will flew. Matter of fact, that's the last time Will went flying, was Sword Ashore.
Tony, they're not really. They're never really in a spot where you would have people
Well, hello,
from the
Chevy.
show just show up at a fly-in.
30-foot trailer to unload. Well, that's going to take you a while, Chevy. Good luck with that. How many of my vape fans have been to a fly-in?
I just answered him.
Oh, what did you say?
None.
None?
That they're not they're not really.
Will Fly has been there.
He's not a vape fan.
Shane vapes.
Okay, I think what he's talking about is
just people that vape?
non-pilots that vape from the show.
Yeah, that would be a 0.
Yeah. But it's not. Most of them are not necessarily in locations that are like, central to everybody to make it. Well, okay, John Q. So just like the old school vape shows, the conventions, the shopping was only part of it. So when you go to a fly-in, they can only fly for like a total of 3-4 hours a day, in the morning, and then at dusk. The rest of the time is just spent hanging out around the bonfire, eating, drinking, bullshitting, listening to music. So just to hang out. But they're not necessarily, like I said, they're not somewhere where people would just automatically congregate.
Those ion speakers that I don't recommend anybody buy because they're crap. Yeah, they light up and look cool, but I've had so many problems with mine. Now the little jukebox thing I got,
I don't know where
that
Will
works
is.
great. That's what we'll bring to the fly-in because I'm not bringing
Creed
it.
said he's been to a fly-in that they fly near his house.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Is he Nevada or Arizona?
Now, the first time we ever went to the Eastern Shore, we just heard about it on Facebook and just drove over there just to see what it was about. He didn't even have his equipment yet. And they immediately invited us over to have a drink, and no, we're about to have dinner. Make yourself a plate. And we just sat around hanging out with
Jazzy,
people.
I'm glad you asked that question. Yes, they do have electric paramotors. If you buy the bigger battery, which is a little more expensive, they fly about an hour before you have to land and recharge. Unless you buy another battery, then you could just change batteries and keep going. But that's the problem. You're kind of, you could fly in the morning, I guess, get that flight for about an hour, land, and then put it on the charger and wait for sunset. But you can't just fill it up with gas like you could with a gas one and go back up. So electric paramotors are great because when you let off the gas, it's completely silent. There's no sound coming from the motor because it's electric.
See, I don't like that because I want to be able to hear. I don't want to hear your motor go dead silent while you're up in. Even though I know if your motor goes out, that doesn't mean you're going to crash. But still, that's not them. Yeah. I like being able to hear as you're flying around. I don't
my
want to hear
God. I got
silence.
video of where they were doing at our fly-in that we have at Spring Wing and Sword Ashore. They usually do karaoke at night. Those guys were something. It was so funny watching those guys do karaoke. It's
Good night,
just
Angela.
hilarious.
Hey, did you ever get that perfume?
Yeah, did you get that perfume, Angela Presley?
Mm-hmm.
You love karaoke with Trash Bag? They definitely do it at Spring Wing and Sword Ashore.
And it's hilarious because by that time at the night they are drunk.
We are all wasted at that time. We usually had just got done eating. It's nice and dark, and then they just break out the karaoke machine and we sit around a bonfire and just sing stuff that we have no business singing.
Yes, and it lasts for about 20 minutes before Scuba's like, I'm tired. I want to go back to the campsite, and disappears, and then I'm left.
I don't leave until most of the other people have left.
Oh,
I don't leave when it's crowded. I've never left when it's crowded. Nope, haven't done it. Once it starts winding down, that's when I'm like, all right, I need to be able to get up early because you can't sleep in at a fly-in because at the crack of
No, because
dawn,
they're revving their engines at 6 a.m.
yeah, they're taking the, you hear the motor rah, 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 and we're in a tent, so we hear it very loud. And we're like, yeah, guess it's time to get up.
I mean, I can sleep through it. It'll wake me up, but I can go back to sleep. Yeah. So far I haven't heard anybody at the karaoke that can actually sing.
Right?
They're trying. It makes it very entertaining because they're giving it all they got. They're not out there just phoning it in. They're really, really trying. Um, but yeah, so it's cool. Some of the songs everybody else starts to sing along.
They're all, I mean, the good thing is most of the people at the fly-in, at least the main group of us, all know each other. They've been to like every fly-in at that spring wing.
Yeah,
So
they've
we've
even got
seen
a
them
foreign
multiple times.
Andre like we used to have. Yeah.
Yeah, Andre and John and Mike, all those guys, they've been there so many times. It's like Chick. And Chick,
Dee Dee
Chick
and
has been.
yeah.
I think it's funny that Chick was like, my takeoffs are spot on. I bet my paycheck that I don't blow a launch. And the very next time he went to take off, he blew his launch. And I'm like, still waiting on that paycheck, Chick. Where's my paycheck?
He's the one. The first time that I met Chick was he had something happened and he landed and he came and sat down. It was just me sitting there and he's like, I dropped my nuts. And I'm like, well, that sounds like a very, that's a big problem. And he's like, they just fell out. I don't know what happened.
he lost his exhaust nuts. So, and he didn't have any to replace it with, so he was down. And now I saw that during the in between time right now before the fly-in, he has went and got more training. He's doing pretty good now, so hopefully he won't have any problems next time he goes to take off. I do think he stopped using that Dominator wing, which
he
was
did. You got something else.
I watched him take off with that thing. That wing lags behind so bad. Oh my God. It looks like it takes them everything they got just to get the wing over their head. I'm like,
John Q, I'm pretty sure that's who some of them are trying to imitate when they sing. What's funny is you know how British people, when they sing, they lose their accent? When Andre sings, he does not lose his accent.
Yoko Ono has a better singing voice than me. Oh my goodness. What's a tone? Oh man, I swear if I could get a good chiropractor just to crack the part of my shoulders between my shoulder blades up to my neck, I would feel so much better. It's been like that for like 30 years. It feels like it needs to pop, but it just won't. And it would take a good chiropractor to crack, and I'd be like, wow, I can stand
I'm
straight
not
again.
flying you to Texas to go meet with Dr. Tubio.
I know, right? Dr. Tubio would fix me right up, and I'd be like, okay, I'm good now for another 30 years.
When I sing, my cat bites me, so. Or screams in my face. Usually she just bites me. She'll look at me from across the room like, don't make me get down there and come bite you. And then she will.
I'm really impressed that I took the gas. So the last time I got gas was September of last year. And I got non-ethanol gas. Oh, I love that song, Linda. Don't even, I'm not even going there. But I got non-ethanol gas, and I put my Blue Saber, well, it's just called Saber, Amsoil Saber oil in there, which has a
Blue
fuel
Saber
stabilizer.
is.
I just call it Blue Saber, but they don't put the word blue. It is blue though. But
I am very good at that game, Creed.
so that gas is set in there since September of last year. And a week or two ago, I took the paramotor out, primed it. What's up, HVAC? We talked about you earlier. Now you're gonna have to go back and watch the beginning of the
It's
show.
nice and chilly in my house. I don't know,
And the
trash bag.
paramotor fired. Once I got it primed good, the paramotor fired right up. Was just, I mean, number one is because it wasn't ethanol gas, and number two is the Amsoil Saver has the fuel stabilizer in there, so it's weird because I smelled the gas tank when I took the lid off, and it smelled bad, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be bad gas. Put the cap back on the gas tank and set it down. Got the paramotor running, and I was like, how's it running if the gas smells bad? And I opened the gas tank back up, and then it smelled like real gas. And I was like, okay, apparently just a few of the fumes
sugar
at
it up
the
a little
top
bit.
was smelling bad, but then it was fine. Now I do plan on getting new gas. Anytime I go to the Eastern Shore, that's when I buy non-ethanol. I cannot buy non-ethanol gas anywhere around me at all. I have to go to a marina or something to get, unless I want to make my, you can make your own non-ethanol gas, but it's a pain in the butt. So I'd rather just go buy it, honestly. So I'll buy some more when we get over by there. You have a BS and BS? So right now I have
we don't know yet.
Yeah, we need to find out. I need to message him and ask. I'll try and do that this weekend and see if I can get an answer from him, because that's the only time he's
I
free
don't
usually.
necessarily want to be the person that reaches out to ask him, because then I don't want him to think we're the people that used it last and fucked it all up. Because when we left, it was flushed. I used up every bit of water we had left to make sure that toilet was flushed and empty. And
but what if he goes,
I don't know
yeah,
what
I got a
happened when
brand
we
new
left.
pump?
I mean, I would imagine he's fixed it, because they also use the bathroom at the airport that they go to all the time.
Yeah. I hope he's got it
Yay,
fixed.
Harry.
Yeah. There, yeah, you got it, Harry. See? Little bit of computer work and you're good to go.
I mean, I'm half tempted to get a bucket and one of them little kids' toilet seats to plop on top of it just in case. And some cat litter or something.
Now, Flying HVAC guy, he does a lot of acro and stuff that I have no intention of ever doing.
Just don't try to catch any crab pots.
I'm just not tempted to do it. I mean, hey, but you know what? He didn't get hurt in any one of those. Nothing. His gas tank, on the other hand, suffered a minor blow, or a major
someone
blow.
else did.
I love the picture I got of his helmet that looked like it was made that way, but it was mud on his helmet. I was like, damn, dude. Was you swimming through mud? What the hell?
All right, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Not you. Flying HVAC. Yeah. Flying HVAC guy. I can't say HVAC. It sounds stupid. HVAC. What the fuck were you planning on doing with said crab pot after you tried to hook it with your foot? Were you going to fly through the air with it? What was your thought process, sir?
Your army crawled 100 yards in it. I don't think, even if he got that in the air, it would have been so heavy. He couldn't have kept that hooked onto his foot or anything. There's no way.
Because when you got back and I heard that, I was like, fuck, why would he do that? What was he going to do with it?
Hey, there's...
How did he think that was going to work?
He would have been the first one to ever do it, you know?
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
Okay.
I mean, even if it was old and abandoned, it's still a heavy ass crab pot. They're made of metal.
We know now.
Aren't they? I mean, I'm assuming they're made of metal.
You know, I've never flown south or north of the airfield. I've always flown east-west.
Yeah, He
I
tried.
really don't know what's.
He just kind of landed in the mud.
I don't know what's north of the airfield that much. I don't want to get to a spot where I'm like, hey, there's nothing but trees. I got nowhere
If
to
you go
land.
too far north, you're going to hit Wallops Island. I would not suggest going there.
Yeah.
That's where, yeah. Oh, okay. The little floating buoy for, okay. I gotcha.
Oh,
Um,
makes sense.
so let's pull up a map here.
I think Slade, I mean, I don't see why Slade would say, hey, I'm coming to Spring Wing and him not show up. It'd be really cool if he shows up. We can hang out with Slade. Definitely got to make Fly for Gage next year, even though it's a long ways down there. I feel like I need to just because I missed this year and I won that motor. You know, it's like, dude, people are gonna want to
All
see
right.
who won, but they know
So
who I am.
Wallops Island is pretty goddamn far up north.
I'm not flying that
Um,
far.
it's up near the Chincoteague National Wildlife Refuge. So I've told you about the pony swims, right? Where they round
Yep,
up
you
the
told me.
that's up there at Chincoteague by Wallops Island.
Wow.
So there's really nothing
The
either
scuba diver
direction.
flags are fun to take. Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead. Take that. I mean, that's the only warning signal he has to boats so that they don't run him over while he's scuba diving.
Yeah, I've always thought that same trash. Pedestrians may have the right of way, but um, you gonna take that risk? I'm not gonna step out in front of a car just because I happen to be in the crosswalk. Those little white lines are not gonna stop a 3,000-pound vehicle. Speaking of pedestrians and crosswalks, yes, crosswalks. What the fuck is up with the people that want to walk diagonally across the parking lot? If you see me waiting for you, I expect you to go from point A to point B in a straight fucking line, knees to chest. Get the fuck out of the way. Not walk diagonally this way and stay in front of me for a good 30, 40 feet before your ass gets across the street. I'm going to start running people over the Sam's Club parking lot because it pisses me off. Who
Oh, they
taught
do it
you
all the
how to
time.
navigate a parking lot?
They do it all the time. I I got a pipe bender because my frame,
Yes,
I
a
think,
crosswalk.
on the right hand side at the bottom is a little bent because why else is my prop able to make contact with my cage?
We've already
I'm
had this
pissed
conversation. It's
because
because where you had your line guides and it was causing your frame to flex.
well that plus the fact that my frame was way too close to my
Well,
prop.
that's because you crashed.
Way before that, like a year before that. So I just didn't realize that my prop was that close. Anyways, regardless, I'm gonna try to straighten that out a little bit. I mean, I have a double hoop cage, so it's pretty strong about flexing. I'm just mad that it broke my prop. It's like I didn't crash or anything. I didn't face plant, which I've done before, foot launching. But with a trike, I've been really great at launches and landings. But it's like, damn, if I launch and all of a sudden you hear a clack because your prop has hit the damn cage. What do you? It just ruins your whole fly-in. It sucks, which happened in Fly for Gage. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get that spaced out a little bit more. If I can get a ½ inch, that's all I need, and it won't ever hit again. Not to mention that I moved my line guides higher to where the spars are right there next to it, so it can't flex right there. I had it in the middle where there was no spars, and I think they gave it enough room to flex. So those two things should make it to where I don't have that problem again. I hope. A 1 inch spacer. You know, I have a spacer on there now because it's a helix prop anyway, which needs a spacer, and I have a spacer on there, but obviously if you space it out an inch past what I already have, then I would need some bolts that are longer to be able to fit. The bolts I have now are titanium, and they fit it fine, but hey, you go any further, it's the way it is now. It seems like it's fine. It's literally even with my cage. The prop is even with the very back of my cage, but the problem is on my right side, the cage is like this close to my prop. So if it barely moves, it hits my prop. But if I bend it to where it's straight, it should move, make this much space, and then the prop will never hit it. I'm hoping that'll fix it. If it doesn't, then maybe I'll get a spacer or something. I think just doing that is going to be enough to fix it. The left side seems fine, which is weird because when I did stumble and fall, the left side's what hit the ground, not the right side. But the right side's the one that's jacked up. Maybe that happened when I landed on the trike the first time I flew it. I don't know. I didn't hit on that side or anything. Yeah, now the cross brace could definitely help. You know, but the whole thing of having a double hoop cage is so you shouldn't need that. But honestly, looks like I do, or I need my. I'm trying to, because John has a double hoop cage, but his is the smaller double hoop cage, so I can't like match it exactly to mine to see where mine's not right. But I can get an idea from that and then space it accordingly and then be done. We'll see. I mean, who knows? I may go, yeah, I need such and such. But right now, I think once I haven't tried it this weekend, I'm going to go see if straightening out that one bar that looks like it may
it's
be
definitely
crooked.
not good for the prop, Junkie.
Yeah. Yeah, either a space or a cross brace. I thought about making my own cross brace for the frame.
Well, you
Just to keep
haven't
it from
flown
flex.
it since you moved your line guides, so that might
I have
be the
not.
only change that you need to make.
The only problem with moving the line guides higher is I'm worried about turtling. Just because when it hits, it's going to pull at the top of the cage and it can flip you backwards. So you have to
Yeah,
do
but
it
you didn't move them that
slower.
far up. You just moved them to where
Well,
the bars are.
I've seen people take off on a trike and they just give it full power and go until they get it over their head. Then they usually,
Some people don't have line guides, so.
Yeah. So if I do it, I usually like to hit it a little slow
Shut
until
up,
I feel the
Junk, he just
wing
got one.
catch against the frame. Then I give it a little more power. That way it doesn't have a sudden jolt on the cage to bend it back into the prop. It usually works fine. I just had that one problem, in Florida where nope, snag. Actually, Florida was my fault. That was where my brake line was over my arm and I didn't see it. I'm lucky I did not lose a hand or fingers in that one. That was bad. I posted the video and said, do not make this mistake because it happened and I didn't see it. And it was my fault because somebody got in our way. Who comes out in the middle of the field, sets their paramotor down, and walks off? Literally right in front of us.
The guy in the Cookie Monster hat.
I was so pissed off at that guy. I was like, dude. Literally, we're sitting there, wing behind us, trike right here. He put his paramotor down and left the field. Paramotor wing right in front of us. I couldn't take off. So I got anxious and I started my paramotor with my brake in my hand, which pulled slack on my brake. And when I grabbed back up, the brake had went over my arm and I didn't see it down where my elbow was. And boom, it yanked the bejesus out of my arm. Luckily, the only thing that happened was it bent some malleons and messed my prop up and the netting and some lines, but that was it. Yeah, that's exactly what happened, Bill. I mean, I don't know if I've ever explained it before, but that's what happened at Fly for Gauge 2 years ago. Um, it sucked. Or no, I guess that was a year ago. Yeah, not this Fly for Gauge, but the previous one. I got to fly fine the first flight, but it was really bumpy, so I only flew for like 30 minutes and landed and
At least the dog didn't pee on your wing.
tried to go back up and boom. I've done a lot worse. You've done a lot worse? Yeah. That was my worst one there. Why am I out of drink again? I know it's almost 10. Oh, damn, it's 4 minutes.
Because
I'll
you
make
keep
a drink
drinking it.
after the show. Yeah, the karaoke is just to have fun. I mean, we're not out there to win any awards or anything for singing, that's for sure.
I mean, Will wasn't really happy about it, trash bag. I was supposed to be keeping an eye on his wing, but I was on the other side of like a fence type thing, and when I saw the dog coming, I couldn't get over it in time to keep him from peeing on the corner.
That's gotta
Now, I
suck,
did pick
Bill.
the wing up and shake it off and try to tell him where it was so he could rinse it off. But thankfully, I mean, the wings are somewhat
I have
waterproof.
seen a
But
dog pee on a wing before. Luckily it was not my wing, but yeah, I've seen
yeah,
dogs
I'm
pee on.
just telling him the story. It was Will's wing.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, it's Spring Wing. Again, somebody didn't have their fucking dog on a leash, so he was just walking around and walked across someone's wing and then peed on it. But I didn't know whose it was or whose dog it was, so I
Thanks
didn't say
again,
anything.
Cloud Chucker. You've been really quiet tonight.
I mean, that'd be kind of hard to do, Iguana. You can't really cut people off in the sky.
Yeah, I mean the flying rage doesn't happen unless somebody's being stupid. Which does happen. I mean, and sometimes it's just mistakes that people make, and you're like, damn, I can't believe they're doing that. But, if you correct them, they're going to get pissed at you. So it's like, let them do their own thing. Unless it endangers you, I don't see why there should be any rage. Like, if somebody comes up to you and wants to wingtip you, and you have no intention on doing that, I could see somebody getting pissed about that. I mean, maybe you're scared and you don't want somebody to wing bump you or wing tip you. Yeah, that could definitely be an issue. But that's about it. Unless you want to die, yeah. Why am I getting weird text? All right.
I don't know.
I'm building. Oh, Kyle Tucker's getting his build on. All right.
Nice.
He felt bad because he wasn't chatting, so he donated while he's building. Yeah, a prop exploding into a wing could never be a good thing. I'm sure it probably ripped the wing up. That would be a really expensive repair. That sucks. I did have a couple small holes in my wing, but they were repaired. I think my wing got chewed up by some grasshoppers. You got to be careful when you wouldn't think, but you got to be careful when you put your wing up, because if it's laying on the ground, a grasshopper can crawl through one of the cells, and if they can't get out, they're going to chew their way out, and they will
Even
put
if
a
they
hole in your
can
wing.
get out, they like to chew on things. Grasshoppers, crickets.
Oh yeah, they will chew your wing up. So I do not like leaving my wing on the ground for an extended period of time, and I also will shake the
Good
wing
night,
out
King Cobra.
if I think anything's in there before I put it up, because you don't want to put one up with critters inside of it. Just saying. All right, with that note, I guess we're done for the week. Yeah, Linda, you should have your stuff on Monday. Make sure. Well, I can't even tell you that. Damn.
No. I'm
I
just
won't tell you
excited.
nothing. You just got
I
something
think
coming.
I think you will enjoy it. Everybody else will enjoy it. I'm getting a chuckle out of it. I think you will too. And
Timekeeper.
it'll be things you can give away without it being too much of a burden. But
They're
you'll
edible
you'll
to them
see. It's
damn
going to be a good
crickets
thing.
and
It
grasshoppers.
depends. I mean, I wouldn't eat a wing, but I am also not a grasshopper or a moth or a cricket.
Yeah,
So
by next week, a lot of stuff will have went down. I guarantee it. So
what? No, I mean
yeah,
filing
a
our
lot of
taxes,
stuff is happening between the
returning
31st
your
and the 1st.
pants. Not
Not to
really.
mention hopefully the Artemis 2 launch where we go around the
No.
moon. That would be nice. If
Yeah.
they actually launch and don't
Hello, Shmoo. You're
postpone it
back,
again.
ma'am.
We will catch y'all
Why do
next
you
week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Y'all
creep
have a
over my
great weekend.
shoulder?
Stay safe out there, and we'll see y'all then. Peace.